All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty of personal finance, the spreadsheets, the budgets, all that stuff, there is one absolutely crucial first step, and that is defining what success actually means to you. I mean, think about it. How can you possibly win the game if you don't even know where the goalposts are? So, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with why so many of us feel kind of stuck. Then, we'll look at a really powerful principle for getting some direction. From there, we'll map out what success could look like for you, personally. We're also going to dive deep into a huge one, the difference between being wealthy and being rich. And by the end, you'll see why figuring out your own definition is the key to, well, everything.
Okay, so let's start with the feeling I bet is pretty familiar. It's that feeling of running on a hamster wheel, right? You're working hard, you're putting in the hours, but you just don't feel like you're getting anywhere. A lot of the time, the reason is surprisingly simple. Nobody ever told you what winning actually looks like.
And that leads to this big, powerful question. How can you achieve something that you've never even defined? It's a funny paradox, isn't it? A lot of people complain about not being successful, but if you press them on what success is, they can't really tell you. It's like trying to hit a target in the dark.
So if the problem is not having a defined goal, what's the fix? Well, it all boils down to this incredibly powerful idea that gives you clarity, not just in finance, but in pretty much any part of your life.
This amazing concept comes from Dr. Stephen Covey's famous book, and there's a reason it's the second habit of highly effective people. It's simple, really. Whether you're planning a project at work or your entire financial future, you have to know your destination before you start the journey. It's the key. Let me give you an easy way to think about it. Imagine you're planning a vacation. A trip to the snowy mountains and a trip to a tropical beach can both be awesome, right? Of course. But you wouldn't pack the same suitcase. You need ski gear for one and a swimsuit for the other. The plan completely depends on the destination.
So, let's take that same exact logic and apply it to our lives. If you're planning your life's big journey, what are your destinations? What does success really look like for you? Not for your neighbor, not for your parents, but for you. And hey, it can look like a lot of different things. For some people, yeah, it's a number. Maybe it's having $1 million in an investment account. For others, success is all about family time, being able to go to every single one of your kids' baseball games. Or maybe it's a career thing, like becoming the CEO. Or it could even be a specific goal, like owning 10 rental houses that bring in money every month. The point is, your definition is going to be yours and yours alone.
And this brings us to the real heart of the matter. It's a distinction that might just change the entire way you look at your goals. It's a question that goes way deeper than just the numbers in your bank account.
Just think about that for a second. Would you rather be wealthy or would you rather be rich? Now, I know most of us use those words to mean the same thing, but they are not the same. They represent two completely different destinations. Okay, so let's break it down. Being wealthy, that's about accumulation. It's the straightforward process of gathering assets. Money, stocks, real estate. It's something you can count and measure. But being rich? That's something else entirely. Being rich is a feeling. It's a state of being. It's about contentment, having amazing relationships with your family and friends, and just having peace of mind. It means having enough money that it's not a constant worry. So, when the car needs new tires, it's just an annoying errand, not a full-blown financial crisis. So, to put it really simply, being wealthy is about having things. Being rich is about having a life. It's about being rich in the stuff that actually matters. Family, friends, your own well-being. Okay, let's tie this all together. This whole process of just thinking and defining your goal, this isn't just some fluffy warm-up exercise. Honestly, it's the single most important part of achieving anything that matters to you. It's so true. The most successful people out there in any field are the ones who first figure out exactly what their target is. Once you know with crystal clarity what you're aiming for, every decision, every action can be aligned to get you there. So before you even think about building a budget, or picking an investment, or making some big 5-year plan, you have to do this. Your personal, deeply thought-out definition of success, that is the compass that will guide every single thing you do from this moment on. So, I'm just going to leave you with this one question to really chew on. Forget what everyone else says. Forget what society tells you success is supposed to look like. When you look at your own life, your own values, what does being truly rich mean to you?